Now, how to build the support for the track which is rising up behind. I'm just checking the amount that it rises, and I've even marked onto a piece of plywood the slope, so I could measure that and tell you what rate of slope it is. In about 4 feet, it's rising by 3 inches. Maybe not as steeply as that, I can't remember. The materials that can be used are card, plastic card, plywood, MDF, probably others. I've played with all of those. I've made bridges from card quite successfully, bridges from plywood. I have used plastic card before, but in this case what I am thinking is that I might produce some arches here, not pierced all the way through, just halfway through, and I am of the impression that it might be easier to produce those arches if I start with MDF, because it produces a neater, cleaner edge than plywood does. I've seen people do this sort of thing with plastic card, but I think I might be better off using MDF. What it's supported with doesn't matter, old scraps of wood. You can even use, if you've got card or plastic card which is moving quite a bit, foam filler. Now I've got that very wrong. The secret to that is to make sure it's not boxed in, and in this situation you'd have the track bed, you'd have the front face, and you'd half fill, no more than half fill, maybe a third fill the rear with the foam, and then weight it very, very substantially on top and in front, and make sure these two front surfaces cannot move, and the foam will then expand backwards. And if it looks half full, believe me, the foam will expand over 5 or 10 minutes to fill the whole area, or enough to give it great rigidity. It simultaneously fixes this surface to the baseboard, because it's a lovely, lovely glue, and it glues everything together and glues everything solid, and can be trimmed off, and however you wanted to treat the back you could decide. So that's my little plug for building foam as an adhesive and filler material, if used very carefully and in such a way that it can't push things apart.